Hey everyone, welcome to Smash University. This is the last weekend announcement, and we got 4 tournaments to talk about, so let's jump right into it. Let's start at local. Momocon 2025 held a 1v1 ultimate bracket with 450 players, which featured Light, Lima, Mute-Ace, and Meister. With such a strong lineup, one would expect the grand finals to be established with these heavy hitters, but when you least expected it, a breakout performance happened twice. Omega and Beast Mode Paul would shine respectively. Georgia players would be familiar with Omega, being ranked number 1 on the Georgia's power ranking, and Omega was not about to let Georgia get overrun. Omega put on an outstanding performance, taking down big names such as Light, Wrath, and Mute-Ace. Ultimately, Omega would earn 2nd place with Joker, having an outstanding performance in their first major top 8. Omega even earned the praise of MK Leo. Moving the spotlight over slightly, we have Beast Mode Paul. After finishing 7th at last year's Momocon, Beast Mode Paul was out for revenge, defeating players such as DD, Meister, Lima, and of course Omega. Beast Mode Paul took Hero's first major victory in an intense Game 5 set that ended with a footstool. This victory proved one thing: Beast Mode Paul truly does live up to his title as best hero player in the world. Meanwhile, in Schaumburg, Illinois, we had Combo Breaker, featuring DeBuzz, Pharaoh, and Ada. With an intense run, Ada and Icon ripped through the bracket. With this Combo Breaker being one of Icon's last tournaments before going back to NorCal, he would make sure everyone in Chicago remembered the name Icon. Going forward with Ryu, Icon managed to get wins on players such as Pharaoh and Skits before losing to Ada in winter finals. Not being discouraged, Icon clawed his way back in the grand finals with an impressive 3-1 over DeBuzz. This grand finals would also crown the first combo breaker successfully defended by the Chicago community, no matter who took it. Now, speaking of who took it, Ada had his run consist of players like Guy, DeBuzz, and of course Icon. Having played before, these two would put on an impressive match for grand finals. In the end, Ada would eventually take grand finals in a 3-1 fashion, in a beautifully played set by both players. Overseas, there was Sumabato SP58, clocking in at 307 players. Big names at the tournament consisted of Asimo, Ken, and Rocky. Rarikusu would be the name to focus on, however. Being ranked 33rd on the Lumi ranking, Rarikusu would put on an impressive show with Falco, Steve, and DK. After an intense Game 5 set against Level 1, Rarikusu would be in Grand Finals on winner's side, and be facing down Ken. Having reset the bracket against Rarikusu's Steve in a clean 3-0, Rarikusu changed things up and swapped the DK, managing to get a smooth 3-1 victory against Ken to seal out the tournament. We end in Ubon, France, 95 Kings of Field number 5. The European major returns strong with over 399 players. Top names included Spargo, Gluttony, Crepes LA, and Tariq. Spargo would carve his way through bracket, beating many talented players such as Tariq and Mezikul. In Winter Finals versus Mezikul, Spargo would pull out the plant and secure a slot in winner's side of Grand Finals. Meanwhile, Crepes LA would make their way through losers bracket after a loss to Tariq earlier in bracket, landing in themselves in loser's side of Grand Finals. Despite a valiant effort from Crepes LA's Steve and Wario, Spargo managed to secure his place on top, winning Kings of Field 5. This weekend, be on the lookout for Uzay's Symphonic Gaming Festival 2025 in France, featuring Spargo, Mia, and MK Leo. And Ghost 2025 in Columbus, Ohio, featuring Onin, Doorstop, and Louis Money. That's all for now. Until next time, class dismissed.